All right, one more with State Representative Jim Christiana running on the Republican ticket Tuesday. The Senate is what he hopes to be a part of come the November 6th election, in which the winner of this primary will face Bob Casey, the incumbent. But it's he and Lou Barletti coming up on Tuesday. I think there's a lot of good in this young man, and obviously what we have seen him do in Harrisburg is very evident on what he could do in the way of being progressive in Washington. Willingness to focus is where you can agree to get things done. And one of the things about you, you don't have to compromise. You have said many times in the past, Mr. Christiana, your principles, something you said you have never done. And the model that you have really developed over the last almost decade in Harrisburg, you have used to get things done, and you'd like to take that model to Washington. So tell the audience why you want to be a United States Senator in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Point blank, because I want to do the job that hasn't been done for decades. And I want to finally erase the cynicism, the skepticism of Pennsylvanians and Americans' hearts that, you know, they're thinking that Washington will never get its act together. Well, they're right if we keep sending the same people that have failed. But if we send new people with a sense of urgency and a perspective beyond just getting through the next election, we can start to get work done. What I've seen in Harrisburg is there's a tremendous amount of common ground. And that's where if we focus as Democrats and Republicans, and we have someone who is willing to start that conversation, we can get a lot of these things done. But I'm convinced it's not going to be with the people that have been sitting there. You know, if people want a fresh start, I'm their guy, because combined we've given Lou Barletta and Bob Casey 20 years in Congress, and there's not a whole lot to show for it. Unlike those gentlemen, I've been delivering results in Harrisburg for the last 10 years. The cracker plant legislation that I got through with Tom Corbett's help and Secretary Alan Walker, my school choice legislation has saved 100,000 kids from failing schools. I voluntarily posted my expenses online, and I honored my term limit pledge. I've lived up to my word, and I think that's what we need in Washington.
Jim Christiana, thank you very much, and have a great rest of your night.
Thank you. You too, Rob. Thanks for having me on.
Good night from Legacy Studios in East Liverpool.